Hi everyone. I am going to do a quick run through of question number two of assignment two. Really not the longest question, so it should be very quick and it's quite straightforward. I'm going to assume and trust that you read through the question, so I won't read all of this verbatim. Um, but essentially, we are looking at inquiry-based teaching. And we hope to discuss that. I mean, I think I have discussed in my class, and I will discuss it again about how you must divide yourselves and work as a group on this. Everything I think is really quite straightforward. So I won't read the source, but it says, as a group, examine how inquiry-based pedagogy can be applied with your subject specialization to enhance critical thinking and promote meaningful learner engagement. Um, okay, answer the following questions in full sentences, and these are quite straightforward. If you look at question number 2.1, it says define inquiry as a teaching strategy using two credible sources. And then 2.2, choose one grade in the senior phase. I'm doing this in a hurry for a reason, and I'll show you why now. One grade in the senior phase, and then select two objectives from your CAPS document. Okay, so to iron out any confusion around those three in particular, please refer to your rubric. I think it's the best, cleanest, easiest way to answer this. So, excuse me. So if you look at this column over here, sorry, I don't look at the other columns, they're not important. So this is really straightforward, a clear, concise, and integrated definition with the two sources. And I think the important part here, um, so how you kind of demonstrate a shared understanding and accurately links inquiry to critical thinking and learner engagement. So don't just give us a definition of what inquiry based is, but how does it link to critical thinking and learner engagement? And you'll see that all kind of carry through into the next question as well. Um, where the next question was around looking at a grade. So it's not a trick question, it's a go and research question. So it's asking you at what level of developmental readiness, okay, is inquiry-based teaching most suitable? And so for this, you definitely will have to go find a source or two, okay, or even the sources you've used up here that would substantiate your answer for this choice. So where is it most applicable? And then in choosing that grade, you will then go and find a CAPS document to match that grade. It doesn't specify which subject. I mean, I would advise, depending on the mix of subjects in your group. But I mean, this question doesn't matter. It's all the same objectives, whether you're doing maths, life orientation. CAPS has the same overall objectives. Okay. Um, so have a look at the objectives of CAPS. Find the reference and page numbers. I'm not going to show you where they are because I mean that's literally giving you the 2 marks. How do those objectives or which objectives clearly align to inquiry-based learning? So it should all filter through from this over here. Once you've defined it, where is it most suitable over here? And then where do you see that? So now you said it's suitable for whatever grade. So where do you see it in that grade? Okay, then the last one is probably I'll come back to the rubric now. Let's look at the question. Sorry for all the scrolling. This is a fun one. Okay, so this is where all your voices should really come in as a group. Obviously, it's really hard to kind of have multiple voices for these questions, but there should be, I think, like I've told my group, my class, um, lots of like the shared the shared marks, the group work part really comes from those engagements and interactions you have with each other. So are you posting this on WhatsApp? Is it in an email? So how are you answering these things together? So um 2.4, develop an inquiry-based activity relevant to your subject. So obviously here you'll choose a subject within your group. Um, some of you might not be from the same subject, and I mean, I always think that's a great opportunity to answer this question for yourself. So in your conversation, if there's a math person and a commerce person in the same group, just by whatever reason, to kind of debate it. And in that debating, no, let's use my math. No, let's use my commerce. In that debating, you'll get the answer or part of this answer as to why that subject is applicable for this activity. Okay, which is this part over here. So if you can do that, so if you can tell your group, this is why I think this is great for inquiry-based activity, then you've done this part, your rationale for choosing this topic. Okay, and then obviously how it fulfills this need over here. Support your reasoning with examples from textbooks and other credible sources. Okay, so I think that is quite straightforward. I mean, you're welcome to look around textbook sources, but make it your own idea. If you look back at the rubric, I think it's really straightforward. It's original. So if you know me and my class, I like a quick copy and paste in Google. So please make sure it's original, clearly designed to help critical thinking. Um, Explains the rationale with strong examples from the textbook or credible sources. So, like I said, your conversation and then some examples to support that. And then each stage of inquiry shows thoughtful planning and role allocation, which again, I think is quite straightforward. But if there are any questions, you're welcome to shout. Okay, that's question 2. Thank you. And all the best for the assignment.